as a guy, you could do it even if you're like, you could do the bear thing if you're fat, like for gays to give you money. But even then, you still have to be decently attractive. I think.
I'm just saying I'm saying for OnlyFans though, like you're not gonna go nowhere. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of thirsty guys out here, but you're not gonna go that far compared to like, I don't know. If you don't know people, I don't know. I feel like if you don't know enough people, it's not gonna matter. Like I feel like you can't just throw your boobs out there because like all the
Just like
people that say,
YouTubers, man. They just need to write
yeah,
OnlyFans
but you
for
gotta
that, man.
understand,
That's all you need, man.
it's not all the same category because like Twitch streamers are full of like nerdy guys that play video games. So of course they're normally horny. But OnlyFans is like a combination of all type of cultures and people. You know what I mean? Like Twitch streamers is straight gamers. I guess what I'm saying is it's division amongst nerds and
I think they've done a study on the majority of people who pay for OnlyFans are married men.
And then me something else, my name.
what? Wait! Don't make me cry. Married men?
Yeah. Okay, so because you're paying money, so Twitch is free, right? So the people who watch the titty streamers and stuff, those are like mostly teenage boys and some lonely, pathetic older guys, right? But for OnlyFans, the majority of the people subscribing and stuff and paying, that's married men.
I mean, that's not too bad though.
With their wife, man.
No, I mean,
that's awful.
listen, if you have a wife
like
or
I
a
said,
husband,
if their wife ain't giving them the greatest top, and you know what they can do? Go get top from someone else, man.
but maybe they don't need the top. Maybe,
You mean
maybe
online?
Yeah, or online or in real life. You know,
but maybe they just want some extra loving. Maybe they just want some extra.
At least some people don't.
What do you mean
extra
extra loving? Some girl spreading her ass? Like, what do you mean?
No, what I'm saying is if you're married with your wife, right, and you bang it and you around her all the time, you're gonna get sexually bored of that. I mean, unless y'all spice it up and change it, but you're not gonna have that desire with someone you get it from.
That depends on how fucked your dopamine is. It really does.
No, I understand that. I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm just saying that, like,
oh my gosh, I have to pair.
if you get
that's
the
how
same,
cheating works.
if you, well, I don't know. Everybody has their own definition of cheating. I don't think having an OnlyFans is cheating because if I'm not,
explains it. He's like, yeah, I need stimulation. You know, the same thing. You get bored.
yeah, but it's not. But see, I don't go to.
The wife's natural.
Well, technically, I mean, the way I look at it is if you watch porn and you're in a relationship, then technically that would be cheating. But like everybody's like, no, that's not cheating. But it's like everybody watches porn, but it's like, but that's still cheating.
Some people are.
Some will cheat. Some
won't.
Some
people will view it as immoral, especially. Well, there's people who view it as immoral no matter what. But then there's people who are like, if you're in a relationship, it is immoral. But that is the minority, and it's mostly women.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I'm just saying like I just don't like the fact that that's the way it is because it's like it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't matter if you're married or not. You shouldn't be watching porn. Period. Like forget OnlyFans. You shouldn't be watching porn at all. Married or not married.
That did so much damage.
Porn needs to be regulated, like it clearly does. But again, it makes more money. So it makes more money than movies.
A lot of money.
That's factually true.
The person
who owns money, man. Do you guys know who owns Pornhub?
Who owns Pornhub?
Who owns that, man?
A Jewish rabbi.
That is crazy.
I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up.
That is really creepy. That is really creepy.
It's not creepy. It's all part of the plan.
Yeah,
that's a creepy plan.
It's to keep, especially to keep men from being intelligent and having energy and rising up. To keep them dumb and docile. That's one of the biggest reasons I said if we get rid of porn, violent crime will go up, rape will go up, but other good things and productivity will go up and happiness. Women will also be happier because they'll be better quality men. We also need to get rid of all this feminist bullshit because it's all these weak men because of it.
How about we work on people that have kids and say they're heartbroken and then when a good guy comes along their way, they just completely destroy that guy because they feel like they can't trust him. If we destroy those kind of people.
Yeah, that's why you don't fuck with single mothers because they are bad decisions. Well, women in general are bad at making decisions. We know this. We have anytime there's a female CEO. Yeah, they're bad at decision making.
YouTube, but this man would have been canceled for saying them lines, boy.
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
be
Big Summer
canceled. Oh,
can't be on YouTube, man.
I don't know if I'd be canceled. I kind of would, but like, there'd be a lot of people who resonate with me. But like, there'd be some women who agree with me. I met like a small amount of them. Actually, I'd say the trans friends I have are way more extreme than women sometimes.
Extremely.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, I
But
was not trying to do a razor. What the fuck? It just slipped in there.
What
yeah,
extreme
women
quality they
women
got with it? Yeah. What?
women build their own misery,
Yes,
right?
they do.
They can have everything in life, and then they get the grass is greener syndrome, and then they fuck it all up for something that won't happen. Or this mysterious guy comes along, who he knows he's using her. He knows she's a dumb bitch that he's gonna use, and you know, she tries to leave her current guy or whatever for this new guy, and yeah, he leaves her ass after he's done with her because she's trash, and he knows it.
I try not to.
There's a hierarchy to the sexual market of like men and women, and it's like the average man is below the average woman, and then above the average woman are attractive women.
Wow.
But then above at the very, very top are attractive
You don't even
men.
play with law.
They get the
How you doing,
pick.
comp? Alright, bro.
I just think that. I mean, I know you shouldn't mess with single women, but it's like, I mean, single moms.
Single mothers.
Yeah, single
You
moms.
shouldn't. You
But
should.
it's like-
At best, they've already proven, unless she is a widow, she has already proven she is incapable of decision making and keeping her legs closed. So what you need to do is, if you want,
I was
just fuck
suspecting
her.
the low. What the fuck?
But she's
I don't know.
not.
I don't know.
She's not mother material. She's not wife material. She's a hoe. No matter what. No matter what. Unless she was raped or her husband is dead, she's a hoe.
I don't.
Yeah, she said
I
that on the
don't- I don't
podcast.
think
That
the
part. If she was
situation
raped, her
applies to
husband is
every
dead.
single
Niggas was
person.
looking at you like, nigga, what the fuck?
What?
Because I think that, like, you know, if their baby daddy cheated on them or whatever, you know, and then they were heartbroken,
Your back was turned.
I think that's a,
Are they divorced or are they? Again,
Divor-
most of them aren't divorced. They're just single mothers.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah, hit that low. I'm ready for you to
well, they
tornado hit the low,
co-parent.
man.
They co-parent, but she doesn't want to have.
That's it. But no. That's the other thing. I tried telling you, Blair, about this. Women are attracted to men who are manipulative. The majority of them, they are. And the single mother epidemic is proof of that. They are attracted to men who will use them. Trust me.
Why are their brains wired so wrong? Why are they so such men dopamine ass brains hitting like the
Don't
wrong,
feel
man?
bad for them. It is part, like, you can't feel bad for every guy for being a loser. The majority of men aren't attracted to women. Women will settle for the majority of men. They're unhappy because of social media. Before social media, women were more happy. But
Like
now that they're
one
constantly
porn star
comparing
just
their
settle for a
lives.
simp ass fan because she can't find no real nigga.
Yeah, so this is the life cycle of women, right? Because they have more options than the average men, but they end up miserable because they want the really attractive guy who's going to use them because he has so many options. And what they do is they waste their good years. They either get knocked up by the guy they really like, or whatever. He ain't going to stick around, and then they end up alone. Or they settle with the guy they're not attracted to, and then they end up cheating, or they're miserable, and they're on antidepressants. It's a sad. Modernity's awful. Like.
Yeah, but I don't think
truly-
I don't think that works for all cases because like there are good people out here, and I think that there are some good women. that,
I never said that was all cases, but I think it's the majority. I think if we average things out. Like this is coming from someone who was raised by a single mother. I know what I'm talking about with single mothers. I have friends of single mothers. I talk to single mothers. They are not good people. They are not. They remove all accountabilities from themselves. They're always the victim. They usually have borderline personality disorder.
What is borderline? Explain that to me. What does that mean?
You don't know what borderline personality disorder is? It's a thing that it's so common now amongst women that psychologists are starting to question if it's actually a real diagnosis or not because, like, so many women have it.
What is an example of it? Like,
I tried telling a girl. I'm pretty sure she had it because of how she treated me. Hold on. Let me go specifically. I'll type it in and tell you some of the key.
Not the lows.
Because it's not that I don't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think that there's some that I feel like
Wow, right
You know,
before the heat
when
came
they've been
in. Okay.
hurt by somebody who cheated on them, who they thought they were going to make them happy, they really just don't want to date anyone else
The,
because they can't trust
this
anyone.
is
But go
the
ahead.
best part
How is
though,
that
is
grabbable? What the?
if these girls got that perfect guy, the moment they saw another girl who was happy with a better guy, they would start to get jealous and then they want more.
Why
Because
their
women
brains
are
wired so
genetic.
wrong, man?
It's okay. Do you want to know the real fucked up reason behind genetics and why men and women are different? Do you want to
What's
know?
up?
Like, it's really fucked up.
What's the
So,
fuck up?
okay, you notice how every religion, since time
Why you bring
immemorial,
up, nigga?
suppresses women and their rights, right? You notice that.
I don't know all.
Regardless of every religion that has lasted, they reduce women's rights. Like everyone, across cultures, across warring cultures, across centuries, because it's in their nature. They learned this. Modernity is relearning things that our ancestors already knew, and that's why they wrote things about it with religion and how to keep people in check. But anyway, my point is, genetically, one of the reasons, if you know anything about evolution, whether you believe in it or not, one of the things about evolution is that the genes that survive and procreate, those are the genes that keep getting passed on, right? You understand that?
Yeah.
So back when we were
That
more
was cheap,
primal and more simplistic times, across different cultures, different races, whenever a tribe would conquer another tribe and the men would kill all the men in the other tribe and the children, especially the sons, and sometimes they'd kill the daughters too. There's two possible outcomes for the women. They die with their men, or they turn over to the men who conquered the tribe, and they give themselves to those men. The women who were loyal died. The women who were not loyal and opportunistic survived.
Yeah,
Those
I could see that being.
genes kept getting passed on. So the majority of women have those genes.
Yeah.
And it's another example is if a woman could be in a happy relationship with the perfect guy, she could see him cry one time, he breaks down from something emotional, she loses all attraction to him. That has happened so many times when she sees him be vulnerable.
So why wrong, bro? Why?
Because women they project, right? They say men are shallow.
But yet they say
actually
opposites
no.
attract. What's the fall in love with
they say
bitches,
men care more about looks, but we literally have the data. Women care more about looks. They find the majority of men unattractive. Men rate women more equally. We have more data.
That combo never came to me before.
We have data on little girls and boys in gender-neutral countries like Norway and Sweden where they try to raise children as gender-neutral as possible because they're so fucking progressive and retarded. So, an example of this, they did multiple experiments. This is the reason one of my friends blocked me, was this specific one of these arguments.
Oh, you blocked?
No. Blocked you? Come on, man.
He was the one who said Biden was really smart and Trump is retarded.
Okay, that
and
dude was tripping.
He would go to Chat GPT for evidence of everything, even though it's proven.
What is wrong with this man?
And he thinks he's really smart. He thinks he's really smart. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Might be time
what I'm trying to say is from a very young age, as you guys know, our brains are constantly developing up until a certain age.
Yeah.
And then in puberty, they really develop with the hormones. But even at a very, very young age, boys and girls are very different. So they did a study in Sweden is one of those progressive countries. They did it with thousands of different kids, and the variable was they would put the boys in charge of distributing like candy or something to the class or the other group of kids.
Mm-hmm.
And consistently, the boys would evenly distribute it to everyone. They would evenly distribute it to everyone. When they did this to girls, they would only distribute it to other girls and the guys they liked, or the guys who were deemed more like social status or more popular. And the ugly kids, or the socially, like autistic guys or ugly boy, they didn't get any candy from the girls. Now, the researchers didn't tell them how to spread the candy. They just gave them the candy and said they could do whatever they wanted with it. The boys naturally chose to evenly distribute it consistently. It was the girls who chose to only give it to the resource to certain things. That is how women are. It is literally genetically in them. They project that onto men and try to shame and gaslight men. They don't do it. They don't know any better. I can't hate women. They don't know any better. It's really the people up top who knows if you want to change culture, you manipulate the women, and then you shame the men because the men want to appeal to the women. And the majority of men are desperate for female validation, and that is why our culture is so weak.
And the big timer.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but some people just like, I had to pause. Wukong, because
It's just flat.
conversation got pretty deep there. I agree with that, but I also think that, like, you know, I don't know. I try to see the good in certain people, and I feel like
that is fine, but don't get hurt. Don't be a victim. Don't get used by these bitches. They're not. They aren't victims.
I'm feeling
They made their choices.
nowhere today.
They spread their legs. They have to take responsibility and atone by raising their kid right, which they won't do. They will not.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's not a problem for me. I mean, the problem for me is
just.
Can
finish this last one or two with Zafina. I'm feeling Zafina.
I just feel like I don't know with the one that I'm talking about or referring to. I just feel like with her, I just feel like she doesn't know what she wants, and I feel like you're right. Right? No,
do you know why that is? Is because she's comparing you to the other guy she wants, and she's using you as a backup. That's the harsh truth of it. She is putting you on back in case she has to settle at some point. So she's keeping you strung along, but she wants a guy she's more attracted to probably, or a guy she deems as more valuable subconsciously. That is the fucked up nature of reality.
Yeah.
Eventually, men start to realize women
don't
have as much self-awareness.
Well, like I said,
realize this.
Like I said, I mean, we already made it clear that she's not ready for a relationship. So, I mean, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. There's no point of me even trying to push that. I can respect.
Finish his last one.
You just got
don't respect her. What you need to do is kind of treat her like shit. Treat her like you don't care.
Just take a sip of this water.
That'll slightly make her more attracted to you, but don't be a complete asshole.
I've already been a complete asshole. But anyway,
how are you a complete asshole?
Look, I'm just saying. I just think that some people have their head on right, and I just feel like some people can't help. Let's say her baby daddy cheated on her, and when he cheated on her, he cheated on her right while he was living with her. That's crazy. To me, like, that's remarkable that man was able to, like, cheat on this person while they was, like, together. Like, what I'm saying? Like, living together. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Don't give a
fuck, but
man.
The fucked up thing about what you're saying?
What?
The fucked up thing about what you're saying is that men care more about purity in our mates because of genetics again. Women will bitch about a man cheating, but it doesn't hurt them as much because subconsciously it makes them more attracted to their man to an extent because they know their man is desirable and other females want him. So it actually typically can make them more attracted to the guy that's why girls stay with abusive assholes who beat them and cheat on them because they're desirable because other women want that.
Yeah.
So they will put up with this shit. They will use whatever cognitive dissonance in their head to justify why they like that guy.
And I'm gonna use
not that bad.
And I'm gonna use another example of a friend that I know. I know that another friend of mine has a daughter by this guy, but I don't know why she stays with him. I mean, well,
she's stupid. She's a woman.
Yeah, I know that.
That's the answer.
Yeah, was on TV. He said that because she's a woman and she's stupid.
But
boy.
That's the funny thing about me is that the more I've learned about women, the more I'm like, okay, I can't hate women because they don't know any better. Like their brain stop. I told Zero this. I don't know why he argued with me. Zero never knows what the fuck he's talking about. Men's brains develop until 25 or 30. In school you were taught girls mature faster. No, their brain stops maturing at 16. They are still forever teenagers. They can accrue wisdom, but they will never be as capable of independent thought, self-reflection, or other things like that. Like they just won't. That's not to say they're retarded, but that is to say on anything about accountability, responsibility, they're not good at that stuff. They weren't genetically
raised dry?
hardwired for it. They never needed to be because men took care of them.
Man, it sounds like they live more in Earth existence than us here, man. Gotta take
What
away their
they
rights
they
and
they
shit.
talk about the
Like,
patriarchy and all this shit, but
yeah.
everything and how it was to protect both men and women from the worst parts of themselves. But now that women have this sexual freedom, you have an abundance of single
Freedom.
mothers who are frustrated, depressed, on drugs, alcohol, and they're raising fucked up gay kids or trans kids, and they're letting the state raise them and TV raise them, and they're not good parents, and they don't know anything, and society's slowly collapsing because there's less men to do work who could do the hard jobs. Because whenever people say the whole, oh, let people be people, let them do
Oh my
whatever they
God.
want, I'm like, okay, who's going to take out the trash? Because people don't take out the trash because they want to take out the trash. People don't do construction because they want to do construction. They do it because they have to survive or they have to provide for someone else. If you allow everyone to do whatever the fuck they want, society will collapse because men will no longer want to do those hard jobs. If they're not getting validated, praised for sacrificing themselves or going to war, that's one of the reasons men used to be praised, but now they're not. They're demonized. So the army has low recruitment numbers, an abundance of suicide and mental illness. Uh, fewer guys are having sex and being in relationships. Like 60% of young men have not even been in a relationship or something now. I'm like, holy shit.
Alright.
I just feel like
And
The street shit's
again,
easy,
this is
huh?
all by design. This isn't some accident. This is all 100% intentional. It has
Yeah, from
happened
the
throughout
agenda,
history.
yeah,
It has
about
happened
to-
multiple times.
yeah,
It happened to Rome very specifically. We are in parallel to Rome right
I
now.
mean, we are in Rome. What you mean? This is Babylon right now, nigga. You know,
we are
so
not in
Babylon is
Rome. Shut
different.
up,
there's a new
Vincent.
term for it, man. Like, I
Oh,
don't know what the
forgot
term
I'm
is, man.
streaming. Sorry, guys. We having a good
Oh,
conversation.
Yo, I don't know
Oh.
if you're stream ready for this conversation unless they can hear us. So
Anyway, if you ever doubt the validity of what I'm saying or you think I'm talking bullshit out my ass, that's fine.
I'm
But
to
there's
take
someone
Sabina back to
there-
right, nigga.
there's someone in this party, Star, who's an actual therapist who has over time, the more he learned about psychology, he went from disagreeing with me 4 years ago to agreeing with everything I say, but he can't openly agree to it because it's very controversial. But he basically
Man.
agrees with everything I say, and he can elaborate on it. And whenever he talks about his fucking the females he sees, because he's a therapist, right? So he sees males and females. The females are always responsible for their own misery. They have no judgment, none.
But that's not my game, bro. I couldn't move my control. My character was just on the ground forever.
I know a lot about psychology. Like, it's not bullshit I'm spewing.
What the fuck are
No,
you about to do?
It's
it's
one of
not
my.
that. It's not. No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm sure you do, but I just also have to remember that, like, I don't know. I just think every situation is different. I feel like some people go through enough pain and enough torture to where they eventually wake up one day and realize, okay, you know what? This guy is good, or this guy is that, or this is what I need instead of all this or whatever. And I mean, I get it. Like, a female should be attracted to you. You know, like, if she's got to be attracted. Well, she don't have to be, but
Oh
Shit,
no.
I
you
just feel
cancel
like
my list
nowadays.
of the disrespect.
I just feel like if a
Alright,
woman's
though, cause
not, if a woman
final
doesn't
one
find you
here now. I
attractive,
won this
it's
one, you won
kind
the
of no
last
point.
one, so.
You know, she's got to
So nigga,
find you
this was the final
attractive.
fight.
She has
Let's
to
do it.
find you
Yeah.
attractive.
You say the good people thing, but again, I'm going to reiterate. I don't think a good person would be telling you uncertain things, possibly stringing you along as a potential backup. Because they need someone to pay the bills and help take care of that child. But they probably don't want another child.
Fire.
Right? So, again, don't feel too sorry for these single mothers. Like, please don't.
So they're single moms because they wanted to be single moms subconsciously.
No, well, there's other fucked up shit about it's like the whole Freud thing about how men and they want to fuck their mothers and daughters want to fuck their, like, there's fucked up things
What?
about psychology. You don't know about Sigmund Freud? You know about the Oedipus complex?
What is Sigmund
There's
Freud?
these-
I don't know about that.
You don't know who Sigmund Freud is? I mean, a lot of things have allegedly been disputed, but his most famous thing, which is why people will say a Freudian slip, he will say he used to talk about how subconsciously, deep down in our base desires, in our id, because we have the superego, the ego, and the id, The id, if you play Persona, the id is the shadow. It's like
Oh,
your
the
base
shadow.
desires that you're usually suppressing, or your urges, your wants. Deep down, boys want to fuck their mothers.
What, nigga?
Daughters want to fuck their dads. Some people dispute that. However, there was a study done, and 60% of mothers are sexually attracted to their sons, and they admitted to that.
What?
So, yes, yes, it's just like when I found out the majority of rape media is like 80 to 90% consumed by women. Rape fantasies, rape play, all that, women, not men.
Supposed to do the combo, you son of a. That was guaranteed. Okay, fuck it with him. But did not know that.
Yeah, no, humans are we're animals. Like, the base desires are really fucked up.
What's the word you
We
say,
pretend
though?
they don't exist, just like everyone
the word?
pretends. Like, the majority of people aren't gonna be like, yeah, I watch porn.
What's it
But we
called, the
know
inorganic? What's
a
the
lot of
term?
people watch
Artificials,
porn
man. They
because
say
it makes
man,
more
but-
money. Wait, think about this. Hold on, everyone, think about this. I told you the porn industry makes more money than movies. So
Just
think
true.
about the amount of people paying for porn, and then think about the people who get it for free. It's like, that's a lot of fucking people consuming porn.
You son of a. I wanted to get that. Let me end on Bleach here, man. But that's crazy how that industry makes more money than movies, but yet it's free at the same time. You know, movies.
They
don't
gotta
think
It's intentionally
advertise.
free.
Advertisement is free.
Unless it's harder to get to. No, you know it's funny. I don't think niggas want to look up movies on their own, but niggas will find the free leaked tapes of a celebrity or a porn before they look up a movie for free, man.
A lot of porn is intentionally free because they want it to be consumed by as many people as possible to get hooked. So they want younger and younger boys and some girls to get into porn, interested in porn, and it to fuck their brains up, and it's very addictive.
Yeah, you didn't hear
Possibly,
about
it is possibly more addictive than caffeine.
But yeah, you didn't hear about niggas doing it 2 or 3 times a day, man.
I told you the girl I know does it 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And she does it without even watching porn. She'll just, she doesn't like porn. She likes hentai drawings, but like she'll literally be doing schoolwork or something or whatever, and she will just be masturbating while she's doing it. And I'm like, how does that even work? I don't understand.
And they got energy still, I guess. Nigga. What else? I'm doing this cough from, but what's the term I'm looking for, man? Yeah, niggas will look those movies up before actual movies that came out in theaters. What else?
Just combo, have standards. Like, treat women how they treat you. And what I mean by that is be like, they're not worth my time if they're not gonna play bat. If they're not up to bat, don't even, like, yeah, it's not worth trying to chase or pursue them. Absolutely not.
Right. Yeah, so other than what, 3 or 4 times a day, you got the culture that's now promoted here, and then other people trying to corrupt other people with it too. What else you got with that? The culture. Yeah. See, did I tell you another experience? That someone was down bad because he pretty much fell into that trap and he got his account back. But pretty much, yeah, it was, I forgot the girl's name, but pretty much another girl was promoting the culture here, and you know what her account? I think it was something with the dopamine name, like what does it say? Melina's dopamine, and he fell victim to that. Even let her sign in on his page and all that. That nigga went like gone for about like 2 months or so, and then he came back and was like, yeah, I'm glad I'm out of that, man.
Yeah, porn is
Like,
it's so
man?
bad for people.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
they
she
intentionally
draws on people's like the fact that her name had dopamine in it, like she knew what she was doing, like, and all it was like pictures of her with the hypnotist eyes or whatever, and then the white and black squiggly lines background and all that. And that boy was gone, man. After he let her have an account, man, that nigga had what 5 months worth of time, and he just changed his account name, all that. I'm like, all right, bro, gone.
So, the other
Hold on.
thing about porn that's immoral about it, and also I'm going to reiterate why women are fucking stupid about things. They will say, that porn is empowering. Women can do whatever they want. They're empowered to do it, right?
Oh, nigga,
But
clear the whole room.
they'll also say don't objectify women. But on top of all this, we know the majority of porn stars were sexually abused, raped, or they were pushed into it. There's a lot of Pornhub videos that actually had rape that were kept up. There's one where the girl was trying to sue Pornhub and they wouldn't take it down because it had so many views, and she was underage. She was 16 or 17 in the video, and she was raped.
Never heard of this, man. I see. But I think people forget about that, or some get off on it. I think I told Doku the one who pretty much turned out how they are now, man. I think I told Doku, yeah, they was doing story time, and telling how they got turned out, became what's it called? I will say trans here, man, and they was beating their shit while telling the story, man. So you know what I'm saying? Some people were to that level where they enjoyed the process, man. Any comment on that, big time, man?
About what exactly?
Oh, how one trans star like pretty much talked about how they got into this thing here, and they was pretty much beating their shit while they was telling the story, man. Essentially, man.
They were jerking
They pretty
off
much
while
telling their
telling the
story how they like their whole say we'll say start to how they got turned that way or went down. They'll say the wrong way, man.
And how did it start?
Um. From young here in school, I guess doing somewhat of the emo boy phase, and then the main part was it was a two-parter, man. If I just remember, you got the prison shit here, since that's a common story for most of these white niggas. Being around a bunch of black niggas, of course, and you got that, and then the other part where they didn't want to be homeless and they had no other option. So essentially, the main part of the story, like I told Doku, is
Oh, they sucked dick.
pretty much, this nigga was dressing up and all that, for a black nigga, and he's like, shit, if you gonna be here, nigga, you can get the fuck out and be homeless, or you can get the fuck out and be homeless, and I'll beat your ass. Or you can stay here and take these pills, take these shots and all
The
that. And went from
estrogen
there, man.
pills.
Yes.
That sounds like a fucking a porn or
But
like
he was
one of
forced
those
into
fucked
it. It
up
was just
novels.
it was just
Yeah.
a white nigga who was only into dressing. He didn't want to do all that. But like I said, of course niggas didn't want to be homeless. So, he stayed, got turned out, and he's
And
making a
did
bunch of
he
money
have
now.
did he
You know what I'm
have
saying?
both parents?
I don't think he said much about his parents. I think he
That's
did.
where it
I think
starts
he
is the
did
home.
probably. But as far as I know from one or
Oh,
two of his other stories,
Combo,
he
are you
was
still there?
smoking, he hit his shit well, and that was it, man. But yeah,
Combo,
um,
did we lose Blair?
I guess I'll
Seem
speak in a
that way.
second here,
I was gonna tell him what borderline personality disorder is.
but yeah, man. So as far as that, like I said, that person enjoyed their process, man. Even as far as how they got into the, you know, content now and all that. Even like I said, beating a shit while they remembering the story, man. So that's how you know the
That's how
shit is
you know
real.
he's fucked in the head, or he made it all up and
Hmm.
it's a fantasy he jerks off to. I
But
don't know. He's
yeah,
fucked in the head no matter what. If it happened, he's fucked in the head. If he's lying, he's
but
obviously fucked in the head.
yeah, you got that. Um, like I said, if D Killer seen them files, man, especially like I said that demon one, because I talked to one or two other person and they brought that up. I'm like, what is it with people's obsession with the demon shit, man?
Oh, people
So
love succubuses and incubuses.
yeah, like I said, after reading that effect that file had, if D Killer rolled, I hope none of that happened to him. At least with the bad side with the paralysis demon or whatever, or the another, just like I said with the Bambi file where you have another personality. That one also creates another personality, but it's actually a demon, aka succubus girl inside your ass some way. I hope
Vincent,
he didn't
like
watch that, man.
I
But
have to emphasize how
uh,
shocked I was when I first heard what D Killer had started doing when we were all teens or
what?
whatever.
What do you
Because
mean he started doing? What are you talking about? What was he
when he
talking
started
about?
talking about this stuff, because
Oh,
back then, out of everyone, I was the most like polite, the most timid, the most as Doku. I was the most wet behind the ears
Yeah.
out
wet
of
behind
everyone
the
in
ears
the
the
group.
term.
I was the most proper. I barely cursed. When
Uh,
D Killer started talking about the shit he did with that stuff, I was like, "What?"
any
I was
examples
like,
here as far as
"They."
I'm bringing up here? Like, if you
I'm
remember one
like,
good example.
I'm like, they have penises? What?
Uh, I don't get people go down
And
the
you know,
demon
D
lane with
Killer,
it, man.
he jokingly ham it up. He's like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." Then he started saying gay shit, and I'm like,
Yep.
"Okay, well, he's joking about that." But
I would hope
Yeah.
so.
oh, Blair, you're still there.
You don't know D killer, man. I don't know now.
But yeah, so it started with that. That's what I'm saying, and then it moved on to real trans porn,
Hmm.
But how
and
do you
then
go to
now
the
he
Futa before, man? I found that around the same time, but let me see if I remember my
Futa's even one
career
of my
around
IRL friends
what?
likes Futa, so I call him gay.
We've already passed. I don't even
Mm.
look at that. But let's say, yeah, I think in order here, if I remember, we had the
They
regular.
rationalize it. They're like it's straight because there's
I
no
think up to
men.
2014 until that's when I didn't know about that shit mainly, as far as hentai in general. But um,
Blair, you're
yeah,
there,
before
right?
that, early 2000, what? Let's say 10 or 11.
Why does he
I
keep
knew
going
about them,
away?
but I don't know. But yeah, and then compared to me, at least as far as like, at least me talking about and like knowing people's experience, at least I wasn't we'll say fortunate to go out there and try that shit. Where but D Killer, no, he was around. It's like you can get we'll say it accelerated the process if he is doing what he is doing now, essentially, man. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't just like that's like Doku told me about that one person I played on Soul Calibur. I didn't notice like what was the session with the winged demon characters, man.
What are you
Yeah.
talking
Big
about?
Um,
time. I really wish we had a recording of that saved so
What
every
are you
you could
every
talking
have
dang
about?
seen
character
that.
had wings and shit,
Yeah,
man.
so D Kill had this one friend.
Did you call
Um,
me?
what was her name? I don't remember her name. I guess it don't matter right now. But
So
nonetheless,
somebody. Oh
on
yeah, I think
Soul
it was D
Calibur,
Killer's friend. Yeah, that's like
it was definitely D Killer's
Camille.
friend. It was
Something with a K. She's like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I forgot her name, but yeah, finish what you were
Yeah,
saying.
so and when we were
She still
playing
should be
Soul
in the chat.
Calibur,
But
it was based off a Umbra witch or something like that. But
Yeah.
all our creations were different variations of these demons, man. It was a male one, it was a female one. She had all kinds, and the way that he had the
She
evil
had a
voice
thing.
and the yeah, so all of that was just there, and she was like full on committed. I just want to know how D Killer find them people. Like, where you find them at?
um,
I,
pretty
I'm
sure
I'm,
around
I'm
the
a,
same size. But like I say, as
they
far as
on
me just
sites
talking,
like that. I mean, no. I
I
know
mean,
where
I've
they
seen
really
him
at.
talk to people like that, but
They on that
yeah.
Second Life site. That's where they at.
Second lot. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
when he start
there's
So no,
leaking.
there.
that's the main one
Did you
actually.
hear about the new Korean Second Life game that has sex in it or something coming out?
What? Oh
Ah,
god. Not
Yeah.
Koreans, man. I thought they was
It's
good
like
with it,
it's
man.
like Second Life, and you can make really attractive characters, like exactly how you want. And there's sex and stuff in it.
I
Uh,
mean, then again, at least compare like since he was younger and he, felt more free to go out compared to me here, man. Like I said, I don't know what the difference was as far as me not going on acting to it, but I was just curious on how people got that way, man. I don't know if most people care. I don't know if D Killer asked them. He was like, "Damn, nigga, you in my lane with the freaky shit? Let me meet you." And I'm like, "Nah, let me know why you like this first, man." I had to ask questions, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's yeah, and then he brought the girl with the Umbra shit into the party, yeah, man. So. Um,
and
yeah,
then she went. I think she had to go to. She had.
what?
I think she was either getting some therapy done, or maybe she went had to go
Therapy?
to an asylum or something like
What
that.
happened? Wait, when was
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
This is
Komori. I
new to
remember
me.
her name now. Komori,
Okay, they
Komori.
got
Yeah,
yeah.
she crazy. Yeah,
So she
that
went to an
she
she was
she
asylum.
going on her
When
she
did you
too.
get the update on
she
this,
got
man?
Yeah,
Baker acted.
She got what? Man?
yeah.
They took her away and put her in a padded cell to keep her safe. Gave her
When did this
medication,
happen, man?
probably.
Did DK
Yeah,
tell
so you
you this?
don't recall when I think Komori was saying some stuff about it when she was on the mic. She didn't say like specifically,
Oh, this
but
happened before we met her. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, this happened before we met her. Cause if it
Oh,
happened then,
okay.
like that would have been
But
bad.
it don't sound like she's been cured. Then how she come on? Then she has
No, they're
this, man.
never
What?
cured. The girl I know was put into a psych ward because she was suicidal after her mother did stuff and she was sexually abused. And
Okay, I did not know about this, man. I didn't know about the war. That must have not cared to
Yeah,
remember, man. Um.
yeah.
Yeah, cause like I said, a person said, "Yeah, I have a growing desire, to be blank and blank with a demon." I'm like, nigga, why? Well, like, what? They see the
I'm
name of the
I'm
demon,
curious
man?
about
I
where that
don't.
stuff comes from. Like how we get like that, man?
I'm gonna find out
I mean,
Satan
like I
is
said,
real.
if they got Demon Files, which I hope D-Killer didn't play here, man, because I hear that one's potent, like I said, as far as what it does.
We when
You
D
know what I'm
Killer's
saying?
back,
I
when
don't.
he joins Discord, we need to find out how this stuff is happening. I'm curious about the
A
demon
bag
stuff
of
now.
chips.
Like,
Like I said,
yeah,
with the content I
this is
see,
this is
it's really
interesting
easy.
though,
If
man.
it's in if it's in that lane of content, as we call it, or
But
coin, man, then
I
you're
want to
essentially done.
dig some
So,
layers deeper because he did mention the stuff about doing different kinds of things, especially the time before we talked to him again.
yeah, we mean different kinds of things. Like, well,
He
what's this
started
one?
dealing. I can't exactly recall it right now, but we know he had dealings with people where he was dealing with people that were like, right before she said she was a witch or something like that, and he dealing with
You
these
mean
people
it's
that's
just the
like
female Satanist
very
one?
occultic. You said what now?
The same with the female witch one, or the Satanist?
No. Well, it
He
probably
hit
is
me
the
up with a
Satanist one.
witch.
It probably is the
Okay.
same. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was with someone that was a witch. You can ask him that. Yeah,
It must have
that
been the
was like
same one that I seen on Tumblr here with tattoos all over, but not the one that's in the news. Like if you do type it in, you're gonna see someone like
I'm
online. No,
good.
I remember
I'm
it
not.
was a blonde girl with tattoos, and it was like a picture of her with the pentagram in her room. And see, it ain't the
I'm
one that you
good,
see
man.
if you
Cause
type it
I
in.
don't know what kind of effects
But
this stuff got. So I'm good. But I
yeah,
just want to know how they get into it, man.
um, but like I said, I think it's also what the same with the hypnosis. Like, if some people are just suggestible. Like, if you see the wrong thing one time, it's a wrap for certain niggas. Other niggas, you can learn, man. Cause
Yeah,
like I said, it's
yeah, but it's like what
um.
keeps them there with it. That's the part I'm
I
curious
think
about.
that's like
Cause
I explained to a degree. It's like with the drug shit, how some people don't come back. Like as far as like with the cheating segment, there's some people, like I said, get off on turning people the other way here, and then there could be, like I said, some people are like more, we'll say, dirty, perverted minded. And I think I described this to the best of abilities. Let's say for the, we'll call them open-minded bi freaks, man. If you're, let's say, if you're more over your the sexual shit than morals here, it's easy to probably turn a nigga who probably cares about sex, like get him away from his wife. So essentially, here, man, if I know there's a freaky ass trans bitch who will do shit my wife won't do in bed, and niggas want their freaky sex over anything else with their girl, niggas like, why not? You know what I'm saying? But like stuff like that, essentially, is what I'm saying. Because there's some people who are willing to do with some stuff, but people want their girls to do, and niggas like, what? You'll do this, and my wife won't? Count me in, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've seen stuff like that. People just say, "Let me try." Niggas never came back. You know, some niggas got addicted. Just like with the, it's a new experience. So, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, they get the hook, but
But
yeah,
yeah,
because
as far
that's
as
what
how I'm
keeps them there.
concerned,
They get hooked. That makes sense. They get hooked
yeah,
by what was actually done. But for
yeah.
the demon stuff, that's what I'm saying. What are they getting from
Uh,
it? That's what I'm
Oh
curious
yeah,
about.
well,
I don't
luckily
know.
I got two experiences. I talked to one person here, and they was trying to get me to it. I was like, cause they said it's an inside of everybody, and then I think there was a picture and actually had a prayer in it, and I read it, and I did not know that, and I was like, okay, luckily, I didn't say it more than once, but and then when I tried to talk to them, I was like, yeah, why are you in this and all that? I think they live like in Italy or somewhere. I will have to go back, but it's probably too late now. Shit's deleted. But and then I was like saying, well, so what is this prayer doing? It's like, no, read it, you'll feel it. I'm like, nigga, what? I'm not reading nothing and then feeling it. It's just like say this, look at that, or read this prayer. Like you'll feel it inside you instantly, like it's some evil ass power or some shit. Man. I'm like, niggas want me to read it. I'm like, nah, I'm cool, man. I just wanted to know, why you your page Satan on it, man. That's it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then the other one, I think, I don't know. I think they're like the stuff Panic talks about. I think there is a correlation, but maybe they're not into, I guess, knowing everything. But I think I even seen like some pages just regular black guys, uh, like with the Satan stuff too. Like I even asked another person. I was like, I don't know. He posted a Satan picture. I asked him like, yo, you like Satan or whatever? He's like, no, just like the picture, or I don't know. I just like it. I'm like, what? Niggas just can't
Nah.
describe it, man. So
Yeah, something subconsciously
you
is
know what
there
I'm
doing
saying?
that.
I think there was this one
Yeah.
nigga called Black Master Satan. I'm like, I don't know, maybe he's like Panic in a way, but there's something with black people and Satan too compared to white
Well,
niggas, man. So,
yeah, I don't know what goes on with that. As far as Penning was describing, he was saying use them as a form of transforming into them, and
yeah,
enacting what you need to enact. But
yeah. So,
uh,
yeah. So,
yeah.
like I said, anything can be good or bad. Like I said before, regardless if I read that file, if that's what you really want, the energy of a decent position. They say even though they can't like, be like demons or fallen angels, so they ain't really bad or good. It's what we've been taught to learn. So let's say if you're in the middle and you don't know everything, you still learning, then yeah, as far as you know, like hearing a demon spirit ground might be evil as shit, but it could have good intentions, man. So I don't know,
Like strong
you know.
call.
So, but yeah, I think open the door. What else? Upstairs.
Those birds are
What
fucking
else?
annoying on this build. Holy
Um,
shit.
Yeah, like you said, you could use anything for good though, but like I said, hearing that file, man, and somebody, got messed up in their sleep. They even have little stuff like mini triggers where you're gonna recite a line or something simple as, and they're like, this one here, I heard this, and I'm like, this is like perfect if you want that, wife, and you wanna, get money 24/7, pimped out. But you know one of the triggers they said that's in the file though.
What's that?
Every time you swallow your saliva, you're gonna think about, blank and blank here, essentially, man.
Oh, I see.
It's like
That's how they
such,
do that.
So,
Okay, then
well,
that's
so I'm saying
making
if you
sense. Because
suggestible,
those
you're done,
people
man.
are already in a weak state
Yeah,
mentally already, so it's
yeah.
easy for them to do that. Okay, that's making sense. All right.
But,
Yeah, people are easy to manipulate, man.
Yeah.
like I said, we got suggestible people compared to the niggas back then, man. So, like I said, and then too, but like I'm like, yo, so this, I mean, someone said they even listened to a certain file. I'm like, I was like, you know what this file does? You like, no, but I fell asleep to it. I'm like, damn, nigga, that went right to your subconscious, man.
Uh,
Because they say if you fall asleep to just like music or anything, if you pretty much fall asleep, have music on, or somebody play like a certain file like that, that goes straight to your subconscious. Like pretty much you play any hypnosis or whatever when you go asleep, right to the back of your brain essentially, man. So, um, but I'm like, how does a nigga fall asleep to it who doesn't know what's in the file, man? Like at least look up. Some people don't care, man. Some people brave. Like someone says, yeah, bro, send me something like this. I'm like, oh, so you want me to, show you this and that? And like, okay. I'm like, all right, bro. Like some people were that brave. They're like, send me anything. So if someone were to send, let's see if DK was like that person, someone probably gave him that demon shit file, and look where he's at now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people who that file was helped transform too here, and some people went on to full on bitches after that file, man.
oh,
So,
things with D Killer, man. He
well,
kept playing with that stuff for too long, man. I don't know what he was trying to get out of it, man. I
but
just
like playing
don't.
with what? What example of what he was
I'm
playing as
just
far as
saying,
just overall
just
experience?
playing around with just messing with that stuff in general, man. Cause he already been doing it for a little while, and it did its thing. Then he messed with it again, it did his thing. It never comes out to anything good. So I don't know why he keeps like dabbling with messing with people like that.
Yeah, I guess I think it's
Uh,
with the dopamine, like big time. So with the rings, there is one or two people I tried to help. Like,
people,
yeah, I want to stop this shit, and I tried to, and they were like good for 3 to 4 days, and they just went back to normal. I'm like, damn, man, at least I tried to help, because there's something that's like, yeah, let me quit this shit.
so
Cool.
about that, people have
So,
bad habits. It's really hard to
yep,
break them. It's one of the
yeah,
reasons therapy is really hard to actually fix people. People, even if they want to change, it's hard for people to change because they have a
mm,
predisposition based on their genetic makeup
the
that makes them
genetics,
act a
man.
certain way along with how
Genetic
they were
message,
raised.
genetic makeup. So,
The whole you can be whatever you want to be and change and blah blah blah. That's bullshit for most people. Only a few people can do that, and they have to have a lot of willpower and self control.
Yeah.
a lot of
Uh,
niggas don't, man.
and it's not easy. You can't just change overnight. It's something you got to work with. So D Killer can have the same situation happen over and over and be like, oh yeah, this is fucked up, but he will subconsciously still be attracted to it. Like I was telling Blair about those single mothers, they will drop a good guy who's not that attracted to them for the bad boy, even though they'll get hurt again. They will drop everything, possibly their child, for that guy they want.
Damn,
The
nigga.
more risk
Shit.
there is in it, the more likely it is for some reason. I don't know why.
I guess that explains right there, though, who there's more risk in as far as getting caught or not, man. So that's another thing, like I said, with the guys who want the
Uh
freakier
oh.
sex, like, damn, nigga, I can get this bitch, but there's a risk. My wife might catch me, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but like I said, and it don't help too. I think unless I didn't tell you this part, the person who made that file though, 'cause like I said, I think they pretty much had a mental breakdown. Aliens or some shit came to visit them, man. So that file took them, or their own creation took them somewhere, man. Or they
Hmm.
left. Who knows? But I mean, it'd be funny if that's the same person who's making the files who actually practices, ceremonial magic and all that, since they actually put magic. Like I said, they put that spell in there, that Solomon something or whatever, and I looked it up. It's
Solomon
like I said,
Gomorrah?
it's
What do you
another,
mean?
so the lesser of Solomon. They actually put a protection spell in there, man.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, and then, but I looked it up. It's also known as the headless ritual, man. I'm like, what the fuck is the headless ritual?
Hmm.
So, but like I said, it could be a Satanist, like I said, they them because their whole goal, other than you having the trigger test, they want you to be either preferably T for T, trans for trans, or gay. They don't want you, straight, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like I said,
And the
it's really
younger, the
crazy. I hear
better.
knowing all this other stuff, man. You got the gooning shit. And then you got AKA, the Satanism, AKA trans. That probably makes sense now. I've seen a page with the trans colors, and I think it's like called like Baphomet's daughter out here, and that's like it makes sense now if you put the trans and Satan, or you say whoever the character is in the game, whatever that one form, or you say it's multiple meanings, that makes sense all together now, man. So that's like, okay, I see one that's called Baphomet's daughter, man. And that makes sense. Just like if you heard about the BBC shit, there's a new term going on the internet like the BBC shit. Because I'm pretty sure if you heard the BBC shit,
When you
it's,
say
it's like
BBC, you mean the
uh
low tier God BBC
yeah
or the
yeah
British
yeah like
Broadcasting
but no,
News?
but the term is for is BWNO, Black World New Order. But there's another term now seen that came out of nowhere. It's the Trans World New Order, man. TWNO, man. That's what's
Wow.
going on
I
right now
wonder. I wonder
online.
if low tier God started fucking with trans porn or whatever, because he started talking about trans stuff, and people were like, "What?"
So
Oh,
yeah,
very
man.
recently?
He talked about how he respects trans male to females and all the work they put in, and I'm just subconsciously I'm like, I could see him going down that.
Hmm.
He's not a mentally stable person.
Yeah, just from the looks here and what here and all, man, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? He dabbled.
And there's all
But
the repressed homosexual things he says, where he talks about raping his detractors constantly.
Is who?
You know, when it,
it's
remember,
detractors, man.
hold on, do I gotta play
Oh.
that video?
No.
Oh.
For the
Uh oh.
um, but yeah, like and I say, it's just really it's something, like I said, with all these files and then with the content and suggestibility
Hold
and
on, hold
addictions,
on.
it's really easy today. Why we have what we have, especially we'll say we'll call them the T's, out here now because of the content, like Big Thomas said. But like I said, you have audio files. So if people knew the audio and the visual we'll call them the PMWs or PMVs is out here mainly training people to go that way, then they will cut that shit. But they don't want you to know that 'cause that's like their secret group. Oh, uh,
This is you, right? Me, this is you.
Whoa.
I call over rocks, Sigla. Rocks come from behind you. I have all my covenant cloaks, ripping off your clothes, your ass naked, just so stuck. Like this. Just stuck, and they'll hold you there. I'm like, Rocks. I make the snap. Rocks rips off his clothing, flops out his BBC Junior on the fucking right
Yo.
ass cheek on the left. While all my covenant cloaks hold you down, and he just forcefully fucks you and chokes you.